Inscape365 is a transformational product that enhances the engagement layer between you and the Office 365 cloud. It provides an uber-easy way to manage, report, and secure your Office 365 environment. It unleashes the business value of your Office 365 investment by providing adoption and training platforms to assist your end-user community in its digital transformation. Some key benefits include Inscape simplifies the management, reporting, securing, and procuring of Office 365 license and users. It greatly reduces the need to know PowerShell. And unlike Office 365 Admin Portal, where you jump from portal to portal, all the information you need is in one uber easy to use dashboard. No longer will you need a level 3 administrator to manage Office 365. Let's jump into Inscape 365's management capabilities. If you could take a look here at the top, Inscape 365 leverages single sign-on with Office 365. You also have the ability to assign role-based access controls. Who has access with what and with what management? There is employee onboarding and offboarding wizard. So here you can never forget to add or remove people from groups, give or revoke mailbox permissions, or block users. Simply click Provision User to onboard somebody, or simply click Deprovision User to offboard somebody. As you know, Inscape 365 delivers the most feature-rich platform to not only manage, report, secure your Office 365 environment, but also help you with your pain points such as onboarding and offboarding. With that, we have an onboarding and offboarding wizard built right within Inscape 365. Let's take a look. If you log into your dashboard, you noticed at the top right, User Management. Click the little caret. Now you have two options. You can select Provision User if you're onboarding somebody new to your organization. Conversely, you can select Deprovision User if you are letting somebody go from your organization. Let's start with provisioning the user. Click Provision User if you're onboarding somebody new to within your organization. Follow the linear steps to their completion. Hitting Next will then allow you to enter their first name, last name, display name. Continuing on after you've added their basic information, we will allow you to set up their password and MFA options. Select the groups that you want them to be a part of. Update their contact information, job title, department, office, etc., etc. And then move along to 6, where you can provide their license information, enable unified messaging, put in their licenses, select what you want them to have, select the mailbox policy that you need them to have enabled, etc., etc. Following step 6 is the mailbox permissions. If we move along from there, you'll have access to the mailboxes that they need permissions for if they need other permissions. Step 8 would be the summary to review before finalizing. If all of the information looks good, you would hit submit, and then that person within your organization would then be onboarded within Inscape. Conversely, if you wanted to deprovision a user, you would click Deprovision User, and then follow the steps to completion to deprovision them from your organization. This is a great tool because it's one place for you to be able to make sure that you're not paying for licenses for somebody that's no longer with your organization, and also help combat security risks with having, them still have access to emails or OneDrive or even PowerShell. So follow these steps. User selection of the mailbox that you need to deprovision. Set up mailbox forwarding, reset the password, change the account settings down the line, change the permissions on this mailbox, permissions on other mailboxes that they may have access to, read the summary over, make sure that that's what you want to do, hit next, and then that person will then be deprovisioned. Conversely, you can deprovision an individual user by going up to Office 365, scrolling down the list, and then if you notice to the far right here, this little accordion icon, if you select the little arrow to the right of that, you can select Deprovision User, and that will walk you through deprovisioning a user from that area as well. All to help you save time, not forget steps, and also help with security mitigation when somebody is new to the organization, as well as if somebody is let go from your organization. Some key features of the dashboard, if we go back to the dashboard, dashboard, you can see the total mailbox storage, mailboxes that have full permissions, externally forwarded mailbox, total mailbox count. We also even show you the Azure AD identity risks and impossible travel risks to flag anything security-wise that you need to mitigate. We have Office 365 statistics. So this will tell you how many global admins you have, how many total groups are created, the total number of contacts, who has a mailbox that's on litigation hold, etc., etc. These are just a tip of the iceberg of some of the Office 365 items on the dashboard, including anonymous IP risk events, password options, so you can very easily take a look within your organization and see who has a password set to never expire, who has a password that is strong, and who has a password that is not very strong. You can also see your mail traffic summary, which will tell you how much spam is coming in, how much spam is going out, how much good mail is coming in, and how much good mail is coming out. Very simple to use, very easy on the eyes, and all of this to help you cost optimize the licenses that you're using, as well as mitigate security risks. Moving forward, we can see the inactive users for the past 30 or 90 days. So you can see within the 30 days, there were 9 mailboxes that were inactive or not used by past users. We can also go to the Office 365 area here to manage Office 365 users. At the top, you can see our newly designed cards that will show you who has a strong password, who's got PowerShell enabled, who has a password never set to never expire. A new feature here is the MFA account status. You can take a look and see if anybody within your organization has that enabled, as well as who is blocked. Another item here and a key component to highlight is how this could help leverage cost optimization. You can go to the filters here, see who's blocked within your organization, see who has licensed, and this will allow you to take a look within your organization and see who may have been let go and who you still are paying licenses for, and therefore scale back the licenses for that person, thus saving you time and money. You can add new users, you could run reports, all in one easy to use, visually appealing dashboard. Moving on, we know how important security is and compliance is, so we do have an area called server maps. This will help in case you have compliance and or GDPR needs. Here you can prove on the map that none of the data leaves the continental United States. You can scroll down and also see those database areas within the United States in list form. Another big component that will help you with your day-to-day needs is reporting. Here you can come to the report listing area and see over the 150 reports that are currently in the system. This is currently being updated based on the feedback that we get from you, our users. So if you see something that you may want to add here, please raise your hand and let us know, and we could very easily add a report for you. So here you can see we've got Exchange user properties, user contact info, password options. You can see group members, advanced group details, MSOL role listing, MSOL role members, etc., etc. And any one of these reports can be quick scheduled, so you can set it and forget it. So if you want to have this as a PDF, Excel, CSV, you can set it to recur daily, weekly, or monthly at the time that you want to whomever within your organization you want, all with a click of a button. Inscape 365 now comes complete with a Pst Export functionality. It's an easy-to-use Pst exporting tool that will allow you to export mailboxes from the Office 365 cloud back to on-premise for legal and compliance and search capabilities. You may ask, how does this work? Well, we leverage auto-discovery to log into the mailbox, and this creates a PST from the Office 365 mailbox. We keep the PST for 72 hours before destroying it. Only the administrator of the Office 365 tenant has access to read the PST. Is there a limit to the amount of PSTs I can export at one time? You can download 2 PSTs simultaneously. The remaining will be queued up in a schedule, but we run at 2 at a time. It takes approximately an hour a gigabyte to fully complete the export. Here's how that works. Once you're logged into Inscape, click on the Office 365 navigation at the top. On the right-hand navigation, click Licenses, and then you will search the person that you want to export the mailbox for. So if I type in Pyle to search, Chris Pyle shows up, who I was looking for. I then scroll to the right, select the arrow next to the accordion, select Export to Mailbox, and that will allow you to export his mailbox as a PST. To track the status of that, we have this easy-to-use dashboard. Click Pst Export at the top, and this will allow you to check the status. You can see anything that has been completed is in green. It tells you the exported mailbox name, requested date, time date stamped, who requested it, the start time, completion time, what the size is, and the percentage complete. You can also see if any exports have failed, what's in the process of exporting, and what is waiting to be exported. This is another new tool for you to leverage, all within Inscape 365. So these are just a few of the key features that are now with the latest release of Inscape 365, but we are constantly updating this in 2-week sprints. So we are always looking for feedback from our community to how to improve the productivity, mitigate risks, and improve user adoption. To start a free trial or for more information, please call 877-788-1617 or visit www.inscape365.com. Thank you.